Yeah, I think uh, that's about it. Chin,
Oh,
it was disconnected, right? Was it
yeah,
okay?
just for a bit. But yeah, I got
Okay,
the
okay.
key parts. Yeah,
I'm currently a medical doctor in Korea, and my specialty is anesthesiology and pain medicine. And on TikTok, my ID is Dr. Howoo, and I make funny contents and contents about the skincare and about anesthesiology and pain medicine.
yeah. Okay. Is Howoo your first name?
So in Korea, there are so many people with last name Lees and Kims, like K Idol. If you look up the K Idol, they're like half of them are last name with Lees or Kims, right? So I'm one of the Lees. At first, I thought about making my TikTok ID like Dr. Lee or something, but if I make my ID Dr. Lee, it's like it doesn't make sense because there are maybe million doctors with last name Lee, right? So actually, my Hou is my first name. So
Oh.
um, yeah, Koreans don't have any middle name, so we only have first name and the last name. And my last name is Lee, and my first name is Hou. So in actual sense, I have to use Dr. Lee, but I just want it to be unique.
Yeah.
So I just decided to use Dr. Hou.
And you're 30 years old, is that right?
Yeah, I'm 30 years old. Internationally 30 years old, and in Korea we add one more year.
Yeah.
So I'm 31 years old in Korea.
Would like to know a little more about you. So, how long did you study to be a doctor?
I went straight to medical school. There's two ways of getting into medical field. You can either get go straight to medical school, or you can graduate maybe biology or other department, and then you go to medical field. But in my case, I just went straight to medical school. So it took 6 years to get the doctor's license and 1 year of internship. And I'm on residency, and I'm on the third year of residency, and uh, I'm graduating this residency next year.
One more year, yay!
Yeah, yeah, one more year to go.
Will you have like a specialization after? Because I heard there's like
Uh,
a longer training if you have
uh, I
specialization.
I already have my specialization
Okay.
because I got my doctor's license 3 years ago, and I did 1 year of internship, and then I came to this department, anesthesiology and pain medicine. So my specialty is anesthesiology and pain medicine. Yeah.
Okay, that's so cool. Please tell us like how a typical day or week is like for you. I know every day it will be different. So even just a preview of what your weeks are like.
The weekdays, my schedule starts at 6 a.m. and I get up at 6 a.m. and I go to work at 6:30. And from there, I work in operation room and uh, or like OPD for pain medicine department. So yeah, I get off from work at around 6 p.m. 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. It's not really like scheduled. If there's like too many operation cases, I have to stay in hospital for longer. And if there's less operation cases, I can go to home earlier. So yeah, maybe around I get off work around 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Yeah, and when I get back home, I play with my baby and my wife and yeah, work on TikTok contents and things. Yeah, that's about it.
Oh, did you mention like how many off days you have in a week?
I work every day. I work
Okay.
every weekday, and I get weekends off um, because I'm on the third year, but when I was in my first and second year of my residency, I never had my weekend.
Yeah, I think it's the same with the medical students here. We want to move on to like more of skincare or beauty topic since a lot of your TikTok videos are about skincare, right? So
Yeah.
aside from the things that you share, or even like a summary of what you shared, like how do you look so young despite being so busy? And then I'm sure you're stressed with everything.
Above the skincare, I believe um, taking less stress from everyday everything is like the first thing you have to do to keep yourself look younger. Because taking things seriously and focusing on negative vibes and negative things make you look older. As far as I'm concerned, I just believe that because uh, yeah, when you see the people who have like all the interest in negative things and those kind of people always look older than the positive people. So yeah, I kind of intentionally focus on all the positive things and I full of happiness and focus on the positive and happy things. And yeah, that's like my first thing to do to stay stay looking
Yeah.
younger. And the second thing is as I told you before, lies in anesthesiology and pain medicine, and not in dermatology. But as a medical student, I was kind of interested in going to dermatology department, but uh, I changed my route because um, I thought that I kind of still believe that with good cosmetic products, you can keep your skin really young and good. And I thought that like lasers and dermatology things really don't are not really necessary for skin to look younger and things. So yeah, that's kind of the biggest reason that I chose to become an anesthesiologist rather than dermatologist. The reason I started to focus on K skincare was because my followers were like always asking me about my skincare routines. So after I got the questions, I just thought of my skincare, and what I found out is that I have been using the same products like for over 5 years, some of them for over 7 years. So I contacted my pro my what's it called? So yeah, I called my products company, like the the company that makes my skincare products.
Uh-huh.
So I I just called them out of curiosity that I just called them and I just asked if I could mm get the products cheaper than Korean market, and if I could use them and sell them over like US and Philippines, Singapore, Malaysia, Singapore, yeah, everywhere. So I asked them and they were like, uh, I didn't expect that, but they were like really happy that I
Oh.
was interested. And yeah, they was more than happy to provide the products in cheaper price than Korean market. So yeah, I got the products uh, straight from the company and that made it possible to sell the products over Philippines and Singapore and everywhere. So yeah, I actually have all the products here, like this
Yes, yes,
Guaya's Lime
please share.
cream,
Yeah.
yeah, and this Sika cream and everything. Yeah, so these are like these four products were like I've been using these two.
Mhm.
This is facial enzyme cleanser. This one is enzyme cleanser, and this one's Guayaslan cream.
Mhm.
And these two are like over 7 years. Like I've been using only these two for over 7 years. And for this sunscreen and this Sika cream,
Mhm.
these two, I've been using these two for over 5 years. And
Mm.
uh, what I really believe is that to make your skin way better than before, you really have to find a good product and you have to stick to them. Because many people do the mistakes by just shifting and shifting their skincare, like trying out for a month or two, and they get hooked by new advertisement and like, oh, it's new K Idol doing advertisement for that skincare product. I gotta get that, So that kind of thing always make the bad result. So I truly believe that finding a good products and stick to them is like really important. And I was really like more than confident to share these products with people abroad because these products are only sold in Korea at dermatology clinic and plastic surgery clinic. So I was very confident that no allergy or no side effect would occur with this product.
Oh, that's so nice to know. And
Yeah.
yeah, I agree with you. You just have to stick to your routine in order to
Yeah.
make your skin better. And among
Yeah.
those, like, what would you like recommend? Let's say if someone just wants younger looking skin, let's say. So what specific like ingredient or product would you recommend for that?
The best ingredient I recommend is guaiacol, and it's kind of really hard and exotic name. And
Yeah.
guaiacol is what this cream's name is guaiacol cream, and this is moisturizer. And this guaiacol is extracted from chamomile, and it has been known to really have soothing effect and anti-wrinkle effect and anti-blackheads and uh, all the good effects. So I truly believe if someone has a tight budget and they all they wanna do is look younger, I highly recommend. I always recommend to use this cream. Yeah, I
Thank
think
you.
this guaiacol ingredient is the best.
Okay, yeah. Noted. I will check that out. I haven't tried it yet, and actually I haven't heard of it before now. So I'm really interested to try it. What do you do to relax?
I'm actually on vacation starting from tomorrow. At every vacation, I just go to hotel with my family, and I love, yeah, just chilling out, staying in hotel and hanging there. I love that. And I'm not really like really active sports kind of person. So I don't really do much of sports. So yeah, I just like staying somewhere nice and just chill out.
I
Yeah.
see. Do you mind sharing where are you going for your vacation?
Uh, yeah. For this vacation, I'm going to a hotel named Hyatt, Park Hyatt
Ayan,
in
wow.
Busan.
In Busan. Okay, you are based
Yeah.
in Seoul, is that right?
Uh, I, I was raised in Seoul. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and then now you live in Seoul also. Is that right? Or do you live somewhere else?
Uh, I live aside Seoul, and it's about like 30 minutes away from Seoul.
I see, I
Yeah.
see. Oh, Busan. I miss Busan so much. Like when we visited there, we went to the what the Hyundai Beach. We
Oh,
loved
Heaven Day is
it.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, we loved it so much. I really miss it. My gosh.
After COVID, you gotta come to Busan. Yeah, Busan
Ah,
is so nice.
that's so true. Yeah. So now we move on to like some of the things that we are curious about because a lot of Filipinos are like K-drama fans. And a
Yeah.
lot of us right now are really hooked with hospital playlists. Are you
Yeah,
watching it or by any chance?
yeah. I watched season one. Yeah, it's kind of fine drama, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
actually, what we are curious about is if from Hospital Playlist or any other medical K dramas that you know, what
yeah.
are the best scenarios where they are accurate when it comes to medicine or the things that they did right?
A hospital playlist is really well-made medical drama, and it has many similarity with actual Korean medical field. And the ones that I was impressed with was the setting of operation room and the operation room and what they say and what they do in actual time is like really accurate. There was heart surgery in hospital playlist, and it's like really minor thing, but uh, there's a process called aortic cross clamp, and it's like putting a big clamp over the aorta. Like aorta is the biggest vessel of our body, and when they when they take off the clamp, they have to make the patient position like head down position. So it's like really minor thing, but it's crucial for doctors to perform that, and we never have to forget to do the head down position at the actual time. And in the hospital playlist, they they did the same thing at actual accurate time. So I was very impressed because um, it's so hard to catch all the details, right? So yeah, I was so impressed.
It's so interesting because a lot of the times, like especially here for Filipino dramas, it's not so well researched. So you really find things that are not the same. How about the things that you think that are not well researched, even if it's
Ah,
not hospital playlist?
yeah. So the one thing that made me cringe was um, one resident, like the neurosurgery resident, was into his Professor uh, Professor Che Songa, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And he was like confessing his mind to his professor. That's really that's far from truth, and that kind of thing never happens in medical field. And the second thing was, um, you know the actor Yu Yan Suk, right? Yu Yan Suk,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
yeah, the character he played, he was like crying after drinking, and he said, I don't want to be a doctor anymore." Yeah, he just want to be uh he just want to be like what was it like
Priest. I think a priest.
yeah,
He wants to
priest,
be a
yeah.
priest.
Yeah, and that's really far from truth.
Do you have any um misconceptions about Korean doctors that you want to correct after the train? Hold on.
Okay. So in K dramas, there are too many good-looking doctors, right? Like so beautiful doctors, like beautiful female doctors, and really handsome male doctors. But in reality, it's far from true. So uh, yeah, if you actually visit any big hospital in Korea, uh, it will be very hard to find good looking doctors. Okay. So I've seen many patients, like Philippine patients and uh, Singaporean patients. Many foreign patients are at our hospital too, but some of them ask, like, is there any doctors like Yu Yan-seok or Jo Jung-seok or like Chae Song-ah or anyone? But I always tell them it's like K-drama. So yeah. Yeah, there are not that many good looking doctors in reality.
Noted, noted. That's interesting to know.
Yeah.
It's a great way to end the interview. So yeah, thank you so much for your time. I'm really interested in everything that you're sharing, especially also your TikTok. So good. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jean. I enjoyed this interview so much.
Thank you, thank you. See you. See you next time.
Yeah, see you next time, Jean.
Thanks. Bye bye.
Bye bye.